I have a thing? Hang on. Let's see. Restream.io. Let's see here. I should probably not make that on the main screen so people can't see my login information. Login. Social alerts. Reconnect account. Update. Okay, hang on. Dream. There we go. Olo. Olo. I don't know if anybody's watching, but I digest. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a good itch. Oh, oh yeah. I see male ween. Male ween.
You suck at this.
Male ween. Get it? Get it? Because males have weens. Ween is short for wiener. Do you get it? Because males have wieners.
And the hammer is my penis.
What? Who's talking about hammers?
It's the joke. Like, you want the hammer? And the hammer is...
Hammer down!
Yeah, that one.
The phrasing was wrong, but that was an Overwatch joke. Implying that Reinhardt slams his dick on the fucking ground when he uses his ult.
Waiting for Simon.
As per usual, the guy who asked when we're playing.
That's why he asked, so it could be the perfect amount of late.
That motherfucker. I'm gonna stab him in the vagina. I've been feeling fine, baby. Brow, brow. Sure. How y'all doing, huh? Was that a honk? Are you implying something about geese?
Hi.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
You can't change what you truly are.
Good thing I'm German then. Wait, I'm not. Does that make it better or worse? I'm not sure.
I don't think idiots have borders.
Yeah, you're right.
Not inclusive.
They're equal opportunity employers.
But for stupid people.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you guys like my shirt? It's very appropriate for my character.
I can't see you. I guess I should be on roll 20.
It's Baphomet.
Oh, I see.
Happy accidents.
Accidents.
That's a different thing entirely, okay? And that's a bannable offense. So who did we find last time? The fucking guy's gay lover or something?
Pretty much, dude.
We're gonna do a recap. All right, I think we're just missing Jenna. Jenna.
Aunt Simon.
No,
We're
Aunt
missing Simon.
Probably a bad thing to yell when she's putting
Yeah.
Harvey up.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking brilliant.
Fucking retard.
You know what I call people that subscribe to political correctness? Retarded faggots.
Conscious human beings who don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh.
And I know what you're thinking. You know, that's bad. But not when you compare it to my impersonation of a retarded faggot.
Yo, look at Josh's hair. It's like growing and stuff.
Fascinating.
Yeah, man, look, he's got hair. You haven't had hair in like 10 years.
More than that. No, I like 10 years.
Remember all that crazy hair you had in high school?
I do.
You looked like a fucking Beatles.
Like a Beatles.
Not like the band, like the fucking
Like a literal.
Like the ones that live in poop, you know.
Your thorax was exceptional, sir.
No, I mean,
Thank you.
but every time he walked away, though, right?
I pride myself in my thorax.
Well, you've really let your thorax go. I just want to let you know that.
Damn.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
Oh,
She
don't
said
talk
you
about
ain't
my
got no
thorax.
nipples.
That's not what that sounded like at all.
I have a thyroid issue.
It's a glandular problem. Fuck.
Good times.
The best of times. All right. Just missing two. Well, Jenna's downstairs. As soon as Simon gets on, Jenna can be on.
It was the brought worst of times.
It was the broadiest of times. I'm hungry.
Isn't that a song from that one band?
The
Chumbawamba?
broadiest of times.
I'm gonna start a band called That One Band.
Then you can claim
Really?
copyright infringement on every. You can copyright strike every video on YouTube.
It's kind of like Garbage, the band Garbage. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
you're like, I love garbage.
One moment. The maternal
Yeah,
unit
Simon?
calls.
The maternal unit. Yeah.
So, Josh,
Yes.
I don't remember anything about Kenku.
He was fucking drunk.
I'm gonna recap everything for you guys.
I pieced a lot of it together, though. A lot. You know, I'm pretty caught up, but I guess I got, like, drunk.
I literally mentioned something and he was like, what? Did that happen?
I always feel bad beating up Kenku because they're just so pathetic and sad. They can't speak, they can't fly. They're just like, they're just losers.
It's like cannon
It's like-
fodder, really.
We just like kicked the door in and beat the ass of a bunch of losers.
I
Like,
mean,
alright, nerds, line up.
oh goodness. I'm ready to get started. Where's Simon at?
I don't know. He's ignoring all of my snarky remarks.
How dare he? How dareth? Well, we may start without him then. Jenna said she was coming out.
I'm coming up. Doo-doo. I want the world to know.
You bring your wine? I asked a stupid question because, of course, you brought your wine. All right. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was pretty good last time.
Where's the headphones?
Over here. You just have to log into Roll20. I already got Discord pulled up for you and your character sheet. Welcome. All right, but we're gonna get started here. Yeah, we're missing Simon, but he'll just have to get caught up. Can you guys hear me?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where he is. Okay. Just missing Dan.
Who? Dan?
Well, Dan just got it from the computer. We're just going to start without Simon. Once everyone is here, I see admin. Yeah, we're just missing you, babe.
Roll20 is not working.
Seriously, though.
Oh, I have to turn my shit back on. I pushed it out.
Jennifer.
Huh?
Oh, I have to mute you again. Log into Discord.
Forget. You have it pulled
I
up?
already have it pulled up. You just have to click on the channel where everyone's at.
I don't know where they are.
Just click. You see all the names on the left side?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Am I here?
Yep.
All right, just
Is it this push to talk?
I
Hello?
don't hear you, so let's see. No, you should hear me. You have this plugged into
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, okay. Click on the mouse thing down there.
Oh, wait. I haven't.
Yes, you do. It should slide this way.
Okay, I'm good. This is good.
Click on the wheel,
Right.
the settings wheel. Voice and overlay. Or sorry, voice and video. It's push to talk. It's this button.
Oh, I want to change.
Click that stand and then click what you want the top button to be. Okay, let's go. You can just make it a button on the mouse also if that would be easier for you. Okay.
It might be. Okay, how?
Just click the thing again and then click the button on the mouse you want it to be. So click it, now click the button you want it to be. Stop recording. Click it again. And click it. Huh. It doesn't like that button.
Oh, mouse 3.
Okay,
Okay,
now it's that
so
one.
it's that one.
Xena is going to be doing the DMing. Xena will be DMing this. Alright, we all. Alright, as soon as they get back, we will kick it off.
Is Alex here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Xena, of all the places to be. This is the right
You're
one.
just gonna make Simon an automaton, or are you just gonna like have him vanish first?
He's kind of just hanging out right now, not saying anything. He is like wanting. Oh, I know, Jennifer topped him off with the healing spell, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's kind of just auto Simon right now.
So like regular Simon.
Exactly.
Wait, it's not coming through. Hello? Say something.
Poop.
Okay.
Look at where my cat decided to lay. She's like this spot. is perfect.
Xena!
Right under the monitor.
Xena! Hey, Xena.
Alex check out his wire management. It's gorgeous.
Can't really see, but I believe you.
It's good.
Oh yeah, I haven't even seen. I don't know when you sent a picture of your graphics card. I don't know if you sent it of the whole computer and everything. Text me a picture real quick.
It's like really shitty because it's taking it through like a tinted, glass. But
I wanted the whole just of the case and everything.
I can back out a little bit.
I can actually see him pretty well though. I don't know. What are those other black cables? The ones next to the power for your graphics card. Are those SATA or?
Which ones?
They look
the
like
ones
flat.
Coming out of the graphics card?
No, those are the power. The ones.
Oh, at the very bottom, the two black
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Yeah, those are for fucking... I don't even remember. They were for something. Those might be for my hard drives, where the hard drives are up.
Yeah, I was thinking SATA. Jake just got a 9-kill game on the Black Ops Royale.
Oh, nice. Where'd Dan go? What was he doing?
I don't know.
Get to rug one out.
He'd be way back by now.
Oh.
Dan doesn't go AFK a lot, but when he does, he makes it
Right?
Dude, he's always been that way with his like 45-minute shits, even when he was a teen.
I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't yell at him
his
for that because
mom
I do,
called.
but
His mom.
oh
called.
yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. All of my insulting comments still.
Well, poop.
Simon's not that good anyway, so maybe we can start with everybody.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, what's cool is you guys will get the chance in this game to like join factions and guilds and stuff, but don't feel like you have to join them all or any of them if you want to, or that you guys have to join the same one.
So, like, let's say one person joined the Zents and another person joined Xanathar's guild, and then they had to kill each other in the street.
That's
Maybe
damn good roleplay.
Your group should figure that one out, not me.
Who dat? Oh my god! Technically, it's 8:30, and like this was the latest time.
So we're just waiting for Dan now.
Great.
Which game is this? Dragon
Heist?
Yeah.
Because I'm on like 5 Roll20 games, so I didn't know which one I had to watch. I gotta delete the ones that are no longer in existence.
Okay, I'm gonna give Dan 2 more minutes, and then we're just gonna get started.
I don't need a really bad recap anymore because I've been trying to piece it together for a couple of days.
I mean, I can give you a really bad recap.
I'm gonna give a recap just for everyone's sake.
I was just saying, like,
Is it gonna be a good recap?
It's gonna be a really bad one.
perfect.
You did a thing, and yeah.
So you're
Guys.
in the city of Baldur's Gate.
Now you're just lying.
That is really bad.
No one said it had to be an honest recap.
It was kind of, tacit.
Simon, how would your family feel
How would my family feel about what, sorry?
if you joined Xanathar's guild?
I don't know enough about Xanathar's Guild to know how my family would feel about that.
What's your family's alignment and ideals?
They are they are predominantly like a merchant. Not family, but like that's the family business.
Oh. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of different factions and groups within this city.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to just we only have seen a tiny portion of anything and don't know anything about any of them, but I'm feeling like joining a gang, guild, or group at some point in this campaign.
Well, I was debating as to whether or not my family would be like the Waynes or the Arkhams. I think I'll go Arkhams since you're going to be in a gang.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be the Waynes because, Thomas Wayne specifically was, really lawful good.
Yeah. But the Arkhams were good for, their own game. So that's good.
Lawful neutral?
Sure.
I mean, was it still good intentions, like chaotic good, or was it just personal gains?
It was whatever, if there was money to be made in doing a service or providing a good, then that was the reason for doing it. Somebody snorting coke?
All right, we're gonna hit the recap, and hopefully Dan gets back by the time.
Don't answer him. You don't have to.
What's up?
I said, don't answer the cop. You don't have to.
Okay, recap time. You guys were at the. Oh, perfect. Here it comes.
Mute Jenna in Roll20.
I thought I did. I did video only. Hold on.
When she talks, it doesn't echo. It's when he talks. So
Right, because he's talking through Discord and Roll20 through her microphone on Roll20. We had the same issue with me and Carissa sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Are we still good?
keep talking so I can see if it robots.
Poop, 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 poop.
Yeah, it's robotic.
Yeah, you need to hit reconnect.
Others. Video.
Josh, just hover over Jenna's face and turn it off. Turn the volume off.
No, when you change the broadcast settings, you have to reconnect for them to apply.
Reconnect.
Hey, happy 2-1, buddy.
Thank you.
How's that?
Cheers.
Wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Am I still echoing for everyone?
I don't hear it.
So I'm muted. Never mind, that works.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say Jenna just disappeared.
It crashed, I think. Mwah, mwah.
Oh, brother.
Oh, Roll20.
Just pulling Roll20 back up. It's not an immediate necessity. Anyways, while she does that. Okay, so where we started last time, you guys were at the Yawning Portal. A fight broke out between Krentz and some goons of his with your friend Yagra. You backed her up as soon as the fight was over. Troll climbs out. You guys killed the troll with some help from Duran. After that, Zolo introduced him.
Could
Volo.
my epic attempted push at least get a fucking honorable mention?
Dan attempted to push him in. Volo saw what was going on with you guys, how you carried yourselves, was impressed, offered you guys a quest, a job to find his friend Floon. In exchange, he would give you 10 gold up front and then 100 gold apiece at completion. You tracked him down. He sent you to the bar that him and Floon had last been to 2 nights before that. Through some talking with the bartender there, you found out that he left and was with Rainier Neverember. Rainier Neverember, for your information, if you don't remember, is the son of Daggalt Neverember, who was the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep. Yep.
The Angry Beaver?
He is the son of the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep, like the head honcho. When they left, they were mugged by some Zents and kidnapped. You were able to track them down to a warehouse in the dock ward. When you got in there, the Zents had already been killed by Kenku from the Xanthar Guild, who, through questioning them, you found out that they were trying to kidnap Rainier Neverember. They mistakenly took Floon, and Rainier Neverember was left. So 1 step forward, 2 steps back sort of thing here. After questioning and talking to Rainier, he let you know that he thinks he was kidnapped and has been the target of this because his father Daggalt is rumored to have embezzled a large amount of gold when he was Open Lord before he was removed from his position, and that he hid that gold somewhere in the city. And the only way to find this gold, rumor is said, is with an artifact called the Stone of Galor, which was in the hands of the Xanthar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it, and the Zents thought that Rainier knew something about the theft. So they were trying to get to the Stone of Galor.
Lots of gold.
However, Rainier says that he hasn't spoken to his father in years and doesn't know anything about the stone. After that,
Stone of what?
the Stone of Galor.
Okay.
Yes. And as soon as you were done questioning him, the city watch arrived, led by a Captain Staggett, and that's where we're picking it up.
Sweet.
If Captain Staggett married Daggett Neverember, Daggett would be Daggett Staggett.
That is correct.
I'm pretty sure it's Daggult, not Daggett.
Dangleberry Staggett.
Then he had Rainier kind of brought him up to speed on what was going on, said you guys had nothing to do with his kidnapping and that you had rescued him. He did give you a copy of the Code Legal, which I'm showing you guys now, which is kind of just a copy of the laws in the city, telling you to keep your noses out of trouble, and he's going to let it slide right now because you were doing something good. But even murder in defense of yourself is a punishable crime in the city.
Okay, so non-lethal hits, gotcha.
And that's where we are. So right now, Rainier is being escorted by the guards out of the warehouse. And Staggett kind of looks at you guys. I'll give you 10 minutes to search the place and get out. And he turns around and leaves.
Wow.
They escort the Kenku as well. The two that you guys had spared are now shackled and let out with them.
Is one of the ones that was living named Glenn, or was that a dead one?
Glenn?
That was directed at Simon, but
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I'm just
Well, we
staggering
got 10
it.
minutes. We're gonna search everything.
Okay. So let me get two people to make investigation checks.
I will do the searching, as I was informed that I
Me
did
as well.
stay in character and stayed out of the fight because I started to feel bad. I felt bad if I beat up any Ken. Oh, side note, I was so drunk last session I probably missed the last hour of stuff.
Dude, same. Oh my god.
So like,
Yeah, you were
I was
visibly
like-
fucking wrecked.
I was
Should I
like,
roll
oh
an
my
AP?
god, I
Investigation.
attacked Kenku? That's so out of character. And Chris is like, no. You stayed in character. You didn't fight. And I'm like, oh, good. High five me.
Wait. No, I rolled a 20, a natural 20. I forgot about my proficiency bonus.
What were my investigation checks?
10.
20.
Ooh, 20. Okay. So you are not seeing anything downstairs, Malwin. You could go upstairs and search. Admir,
I will do that.
as you're searching currently in the room where you stand, to the north, it kind of looks like that's a fake wall.
Am I
right
supposed
in
to be
front of
seeing
you.
anything?
No, you're like in that little black room, right?
It's like two squares
Hold
I
on,
can
let
see.
me hook you guys up. What's up, dude? One sec. Make it easier down here since combat is done. That helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like there's a fake door right to the north of where you stand. Yeah, that's what you see in that room where you're standing.
So a fake door.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it's not a door, like the wall could be pushed in. It just looks offset a little bit, like it catches your eye, and only because you had like a super really great investigation roll did it catch your eye.
All right. I'm gonna go push on that or whatever.
So you push on it, it doesn't budge at all.
Can I try shimming it, moving it to the side, up, down, left, right, in, out?
So you're pushing on it, it just seems sturdy. Maybe a little more force might help.
Rackburn!
Yeah, what's going on here?
You wanna hit this thing right here?
Oh, that's the wall.
Yeah. Just hit it.
Okay. So I'm gonna actually like hit the wall.
All right, make a strength check. Or athletics if it helps you out.
Roll the hit. You want you to use your axe?
No, like I'm literally just taking my hand and hitting it.
Oh.
Dan, is it?
It's an unnatural 20.
Jesus. Okay. So he walks up and goes, "Doof," and it actually just falls completely in with one hit. The door just falls completely
done
in.
that with like a spell or something. No problem.
So
And,
just so I can continue this RP, what do I see?
Okay, it's pretty dark in there, but what you do see are 2 containers, and it looks like maybe there's some paintings stacked up in these containers, individually wrapped, like really well preserved, and it looks like there's maybe silver bars piled out of another one.
Holy fuck! You found an art stash and
So
silver.
there's like Christmas presents and like what are those? Like blocks of some metal.
Dan, is it Baron or Baran? Or how do you pronounce that?
Rakbaran.
Rakbaran. Alright, cool. So we saw silver bars and what else?
A bunch of different paintings. In fact, when you look at these paintings, they are beautifully well done. And make an intelligence.
I was gonna say, can I do a history check on the paintings?
Sure, you could do one too if you've come in to check it out.
Fine culture.
You said an intelligence check?
Yeah, both of you can do that. Make an intelligence or history.
It's the same thing.
I rolled a natural one.
Alex is like, ooh, pretty. What did you get?
4.
I want to pick up one of the bars and kind of like.
So you're not able to discern what the paintings are from. They're of different cities. They're incredibly well done. They're each worth, you would guesstimate, 75 gold apiece, and there are 4 of them. Maybe someone else who
Josh
inspect them a little better could tell you a little more about them.
I rolled a 19, which is an 18.
For investigation?
Yeah, for history.
Okay. So, shockingly, Rack looks into those and goes, "Hey, I know that place." And these are paintings of the cities of Luskin, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate. So just different locations.
Luskin, Neverwinter City.
So they're fine paintings. They're not like layouts or maps, right?
Yeah, no, they're just paintings, but they're expensive.
Big dumb guy comes and knocks down the door with his fucking meaty fist and goes, "Ooh, wow, Vincent Van Gogh, I can't believe it."
So you said, hang on, Luskin, Neverwinter City,
Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate.
Silvery Moon. Hey, so those are paintings real nice of Luskin, Neverwinter City, Silvery Moon, and what's that other one? Baldur's Gate. I don't know why I know that. I ain't never been to them, but
Josh, can I? I've been in the city for like a decade, and I stay pretty aware of like the arts and cultures of it. Do I recall, perhaps with a history check you'll allow me to do, that there was any kind of like museum heists or like thefts from bank vaults in terms of silver or artwork?
Go ahead and make a history check. Let's see.
Oh, that's so much better. 19?
Yeah, actually, thinking about this, you're like, wow, those are beautiful. How does something like that end up here? And it hits you in the head. It hits you. You remember hearing about... you remember hearing about a theft from a ship that had just arrived where fine paintings were stolen from them. The ship actually was called the Silver Slipper. And, fine paintings were stolen from it.
Do I know anything about the Silver Slipper? Like, if it's affiliated with any of the caravans or the trading companies with...
You're just a name hit you at this moment, and you had been walking by. You were in one of these art establishments that you frequent, and people had just been talking about it. You weren't like a direct member of the conversation. you're kind of like walking by and you like had overheard this.
I mentioned that specifically to Ronan, Adamir, and Balin, who I believe are all natives of Waterdeep.
They are.
I mentioned that bit of information that I do recall in recent local news, and mentioned the name of the ship as well. What was it? Silver Slipper?
Yes.
So yeah, I bring to all of your attention the fact that this is most likely the stolen artwork and riches from that knocked over ship last month, the Silver.
So, are we grabbing this ship, boys, or like, what's up?
I mean, we gotta walk out of here with like the police, right? The city guard are here.
They're standing out front. They gave you 10 minutes.
Do you know how we can hide them?
Hey, DM, do you know how we can hide it?
While you're talking about hiding them, you do look, and there are also 15 10-pound silver bars. They're slightly corroded, but they're still retain their value, and each one is worth 50 gold apiece.
I have one in my mouth trying to bend it, just like, like they do with coins.
It is solid.
That would work pretty well. Pure silver is actually really soft.
This kind of tastes like one of them dragons.
Doesn't happen to be.
Yes, that's what dragons are made of.
Doesn't happen to be like a bag of holding in there, is there?
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Not that you can see.
So ditch the
I
painting.
say we return the artwork and maybe pocket a bar of silver or two.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah,
All of us
there
put
are
up.
15.
There's 15
They're
bucks.
each 10 pounds.
Yeah, 15. Each one of them is 10 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
Brain, I'm gonna need you to stick those way up your butthole.
Oh, there,
I'm
there ain't nothing going up there.
Way up there.
Oh,
You
there
gotta
ain't.
do this for me.
There ain't nothing going up there.
I've
We
done
want
this
to
too many
outside
times.
to
They
this new
won't
technology.
stay.
Hang on.
They'll just
I'm
fall right
doing an intelligence check of my own for my decision here.
Well,
Oh,
that's
wow.
bad.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, you guys do realize I'm carrying a drum, right? Like, I could totally just open it up and we can stick it in there.
Is that a thing?
I look shocked that you would risk the integrity of your drum skin.
You can open the bottom of it.
He can buy a couple more with the gold or the silver we're about to get.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
Yeah, I actually rolled a 19 for myself, so I am exceptionally brilliant for an idiot right now.
You're like Ed, and Eddie. You're like
Wait, if you
Ed
rolled
when
a-
he has those like strokes of brilliance, and then he
If you
goes
rolled a
like,
19, it means you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, seriously. For those of you that know Rack, you're like kind of shook right now. Like, what just happened?
Like, what?
So how many
Does money motivate you, buddy?
Are you having a stroke?
So how many bars of silver do we think we can fit in this drum?
Well, I don't see a paintbrush. How could I be making a stroke?
There you are.
Okay. Hi.
Josh, Dan, how many bars of silver do we think we can hold in this?
I figured probably about 2 would fit.
What are you putting in?
The bars of silver?
Into
what are you putting in?
my drum that I carry around.
How big is it?
Well, I mean, it's like a fucking drum that I set down, and then I sit and I bum 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 bum.
So it's more like a taiko drum, not a hand drum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty big, right? So
It's
you
a
could
decent
probably,
size.
It'd be heavy, but you could probably get most.
Yeah. I can slip
1, 2,
one
3,
into
4,
my
5,
explorer's pack.
Yeah, how about all of us
Literally
fit
all
one?
you-
Let all of us hold 1 or 2 bars and then put the rest in the drum.
That's really it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
I feel like we should
you-
return. Wait, hang on. There's 15 of them.
Yeah, and
and
there's
if
6
we
of
all-
us.
If we all hold
One, we have to
one,
put 9 in the
and
drum.
then we put. I don't think the drum will hold that many, but I feel like we might need to return these just to, sort of save face. And they're like, "Oh, is this all you found?" Like, "Oh yeah, that was it when we got there."
I guess
But if they're like, "Hey, was there any silver there when you got there?" We're like, "No."
Fucking run! No, I'm joking.
I guess it depends on what
It's
the
all
head of the
right.
drum is
It's
for.
all right, guys. Just let me do the talking.
So, do we want to all hold Do we all want to hold
We're-
two? Put three in
We're
the
gonna
drum?
need to turn that drum on its side because those heads will definitely not take all of that weight.
Yeah,
They will.
it'll rip the skin.
Well,
I'm
no,
literally
it's
gonna
skin on
ruin
one
Dan's
side
drum
and it's
you
wood
guys
on the
fuck it.
bottom. Like it's that kind of drum.
It's
Well-
which kind of drum?
Like where it's like, you know, a cylinder of wood and then it has a solid base and then it has a skin on top.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
Oh, okay. So like a djembe.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean,
It's
we
an
can probably all
African
hold
drum.
two.
Yeah,
right?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So what's the base made out of?
Wood.
Yeah, that'll handle it.
90 pounds of silver? I don't think
Obviously,
so.
you've never held a djembe before.
Hey Eddie, your mic's on and roll 20 again.
I'm gonna let it slide for brevity here that you can fit those in there.
Yes, please. Like if we're done with that. Is there anything else worth looking
Okay.
at? It, please?
Okay.
So what are we doing with the paintings? I guess.
Um,
God damn it.
Paintings staying here. We can't hide fucking paintings. Next thing.
Okay, you guys still have the
hang on. Okay. I mean, we could just close the door again and nobody would have to know we was in here. We could come back for them.
No,
Let's do that.
we should take the paintings
straight
to
off,
the
man,
officials.
it's broken.
I'm strong enough. I could put it back up.
Hey,
I
Dan,
at
wanna
least
move
in
into
a
the
way
room,
nobody would
Josh.
see it.
Can I move in there?
And I want to go
What?
upstairs.
Can I move into the room
Yeah,
that he knocked the hole into?
Yeah, you go in there. It's tiny. It's like 10. It's like 10 by 10. It was just full. It just had those two wooden crates and nothing else is in there. It's just dusty, and that was it.
So
Oh, I see it. I saw it. Yeah, this little space right here, huh?
Yep, that's it. That's
we
all it
came
was.
here looking for that guy's. Why are we here?
We need to go
Okay.
upstairs.
You guys were looking for Floon. You had a lead that Floon was here.
Okay.
Rainier told you Floon's not here. But if you remember back to the Kenku conversation, I will remind you guys of this. One of the things that the Kenku had continually said was follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
Is there a manhole anywhere on this first floor or a stairway that leads to a subterranean level?
Inside, you don't see any manholes now.
Alright.
Going to the second floor, when you get up to the second floor, you see a balcony that overlooks the top floor. Wooden crates and containers full of just useless crap, broken down, just some harmless rats run around, nothing really of use. There are a few offices. As you look through the offices, you don't see anything in there either. What does catch your attention is a piece of parchment paper on one of the desks. And if you remember, this is probably the exact spot that you guys had been standing under when Simon had detected magic, I believe it was. And this magic is probably the exact spot where you are now, from where, above.
Is Simon's detect magic still going on, or did that stop a while ago?
It's a 10-minute thing, and I know we had combat, so that really shortens how much time actually.
I would imagine it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
So does he have any more does he get any more inferences or?
If you get closer to it, this is definitely this piece of parchment paper is magical, has arcane essence coming.
Wonder if it's like the paper we had last time.
If someone wants to make an intelligence check to maybe discern what it is, or an arcana check.
Wizards got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. In at
Not
11.
11? Yeah, that was enough. These are pretty common in the city. You guys see these pretty often. It's a paper bird.
Paper bird?
Yes, I just linked it to you. You guys can read what it does.
Dude, I've always wanted one of those. It's like a fucking owl from Harry Potter, right? It just sends a message.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
pretty much.
literally
You write
Twitter.
You write your message on the paper bird.
50 words or fewer.
Yep, and you tell the recipient's name to it, and then it will fly the message to
It's
them.
fucking Twitter.
It's like what I have. I can use.
Sending?
Animal messenger?
Message?
Sending?
A paper bird?
Like sending, I think.
It looks like it's a one-time use, right?
Yes, it's a one-time use, and you guys have one.
All right.
So
Useful.
what's written on it?
And that's pretty much all you guys are finding here.
So it's blank, right? We can write our own message now.
Yep, it's just blank.
Hmm.
Okay, does anyone actually have a pen? Because I do. I bought it.
Yeah.
Is it purple?
It's a purple pen.
Actually, no.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Oh, I forgot.
hold on, I'm fine with
Just
that.
mute the mic. Sorry.
I want to go to a store and buy calligraphy tools.
Okay.
Okay.
It is late. They were probably pretty hard to find an open store right now. It's probably 4 in the morning right now.
I would like to find a black market connection to sell these silver bars.
Again, 4 in the morning.
Black
then-
market operates 24/7, buddy.
That's what it does operate as 4 in the morning. God.
Did we already go upstairs, find everything in this place? Is there more to explore?
Nope.
Not that you can
Never
see.
mind.
It doesn't
Nope.
look like it.
Nope. Doesn't fit my
Okay, we
character. I
leave.
can't.
I
can't.
leave. I'm not gonna stop for everybody.
What about rack brands? Like, let's find a black market real quick.
All right. So where are you guys? What are you guys heading to? What are you doing?
I mean, I have 3 hit points. Like I literally have like an intestine kind of hanging out, and I'm bleeding all over the place. So
But
Yeah,
what
I was
does
gonna
your
suggest
cars
that we
look
find
like?
a place to sleep.
Okay.
It's gonna
So
be
yeah.
sewer no matter what, so I guess we might as well go sleep this off and then meet back in the morning to go into the sewer.
I like that.
Yay, sewer dive.
Oh no,
Sewer
yeah,
diving,
yeah.
lots of fun.
I'm
Okay.
into it, but it's got to be in the early morning because there's no lighting in the sewer, so we need the daylight from the.
I've got dark vision. Wait, aren't we all
Alright.
like elves? Basically,
I
Okay,
don't-
but
okay.
see, the thing
Yeah.
is, dark vision's only 60 feet in front of you, and things that can see beyond that will shoot you with an arrow before you see them.
What's that
Also,
called?
you
Like
can't
true
see
sight?
details or colors, so you can't read something written on the walls with dark vision either.
All right. So where are you guys
Yeah, whatever, dude.
planning to
God.
crash?
I would figure the inn.
Right?
Back at the yawning portal?
Well, actually, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
rolling with Ronan, so I defer that to him.
Do any of the locals know of an area that's a little bit safer but also close by
You guys
and like
had
not on the cheap?
spent the night at that, or spent a few hours at a temple nearby recently. You could go back there and probably get a long rest in a safe spot there, and you would not even be leaving the.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right. So to save some time, you guys head back over there. The same priest is there, although it is ending his night watch of the temple. You guys take a long rest, so you regain your hit points, half your hit dice, and you regain your spell slots. So everyone is back up to full health, full hit points. The sun is cracking. 8 hours have passed, so the sun is more than cracking. It's noon. And what are you guys doing?
Did we do anything with the parchment paper thing?
I imagine
think
somebody
Ronan-
took it.
I think Ronan was carrying it, or
Unless
Dagon.
someone tells me otherwise.
Yeah.
I take 10 minutes to ritualistically fix my hair.
Okay.
Cute.
It looks fucking good. All right, give me
I'm-
1 second.
So,
Hey, by the way, Josh, I heard that brevity in there. Dan would use that every chance he got in his campaign.
what?
What is
He'd
that?
be like, for the sake of brevity, for brevity, we're gonna do this. For the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
it's like to save time, basically.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Save
so you guys are heading to the sewers.
Yeah.
Follow the yellow brick road.
All right.
Wait,
Let me get some.
can we head into the city? Not like the city, but just like an area, like a general goods store where we can buy maybe provisions for specifically sewer.
Sure. Give me one sec.
Well, while you're thinking about that, so we have those 15 silver bars, right?
Yeah.
Thank God
Great.
somebody else thought of it.
So
Let's all go into a cave with fucking 150
Literally.
pounds of metal.
So yeah, let's
Exchange it
sell
for
those
gold.
at the
Do
same
what?
time that you're buying, I guess.
Do you think
water
if we
boots.
spray paint them purple, that one guy will buy them?
I inspect the silver bars for serial numbers, Josh.
They're all rusted. They actually seem pretty fucking old. You're not really getting too much from them other than that they're silver bars. They're pretty corroded and rusty and old.
Okay, so they shouldn't be tracked back to a crime or a theft or anything.
Can I have my family buy the silver?
Could your family buy the silver?
Yeah.
That would require you going all to the North Ward to speak to them. Probably, but maybe.
Just a curiosity, like I don't. Otherwise, Otherwise, you have to like sell some bars a bunch of different places, but my family just buy them in bulk and pay the same price.
They may be able to after you spoke to your father.
So
Send
it's
a
up to
tweet
you
to him.
guys. I think we have two options as far as the silver is concerned. One is we sell it, and two is we hold on to it to silver weapons later. And I'm happy to have my family act as a warehouse for that like goal.
I value greatly the improvement of weapons.
I want to make like covers
So-
for my horns.
As you guys are discussing this, you're walking, and a small little shop catches your eye on the corner of one of the in the dock wards. It's pretty run down. It appears to be 2 stories though, and it just says Naga's General on the front of it, and it looks pretty worn down. It's in the dock ward, but it appears to be a general shop.
Okay, but you wanted to buy water boots.
Yeah.
I don't think they make them for me.
With you, I think we just like dip your hooves in solid wax and then just walk around like that.
It sounds really
Um,
uncomfortable.
Were you guys entering the shop?
And this
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna enter.
Okay, as you go in, the shop is pretty run down on the inside. In fact, some of the shelves looks like they were broken, and all the stuff on them had slid to the side where they broke. Didn't ever pick it up. The shop looks pretty run down, fitting with the dock ward. A half elf stands behind the counter, watching you all as you enter with kind of a curious eye, kind of grilling you. And he goes, "What can I get you?"
Oh, you got
I want
any of them
to-
Healy drinks?
Wow. I approach the counter and I introduce myself and ask him how his day is going.
It's been fine.
Do
What are
you
you
carry
looking for?
Pens and ink?
Yeah, sure. Kind of just pulls out a drawer and reaches into the drawer and pulls out a few pens and goes, 2 copper. And he puts like 10 pens, definitely used, just right on the counter.
I like this guy.
Okay. More importantly are the ink wells with ink in them than the pens themselves. I suppose I could write with a stick. But do you have
Kind of rolls his eyes for a second, looks back into the drawer, pulls out an inkwell also. It's like not like a fancy one like glass or anything. This is like clay, looks like it's kind of cracked, probably going to start leaking soon, with a top that definitely does not fit. And he places it there. It says 5 copper.
Hey, that's a lot cheaper than an ink and pen where I bought mine.
Okay. I give him a silver total and take 3 pens and the ink well. I shake the well to make sure there's ink inside before I give him the money.
It sounds like there's maybe a splash.
God damn it.
I mean, if you spit in it, I guess that'll add to the...
I say, you care to throw in a bit of paper for the lost ink?
And pulls out one piece of parchment and puts it on the counter.
Thank you. I take the parchment.
Does anyone else want anything? I've got shit to do.
Yeah, I want a healing drink.
You could tell he's kind of just annoyed with your appearance. Like, you guys do not fit in the Dark Ward, especially the the nobles here. Like, you guys do not fit in the Dark Ward, and it's kind of just taking notice of you coming into a healing drink.
Yeah.
Talking about a potion of healing.
Yeah, what are them?
I don't have any.
Oh, what?
Does he have chalk?
No chalk.
Oh, chalk would have been useful.
I step up to the counter and ask, perchance do you have maps of the city, specifically under
the city? No. I could give you a map of the city, sure. Nothing under the city.
Never mind.
Fine.
Do they have short bows?
A short bow?
I mean, I'm sorry, a short sword.
A short sword, sure. Yeah. One sec. There's points over to the corner, and there's like a rusty old short sword just laying on the ground.
Why are we here? This is the worst shop ever. We should have...
Okay.
I like
I
this
would
place.
absolutely not insult myself in wielding that atrocity.
I mean, you might give your opponent tetanus while you stab him.
Poison damage!
Dishonorable.
Okay, I walk up to the counter and I ask the storekeeper just inquiring about the silver slipper, if he remembers when it came into the port.
Oh, my lady. I don't know shit about it. Never heard of the damn ship.
Oh, you're so tactful.
I walk up and I'm like, listen here, buddy. It sounds like you're trying to get us out of the store, and it doesn't seem like you understand the type of wealth we have. Why don't you start showing us some good shit, or we'll take this elsewhere.
Okay, take it elsewhere.
Why does every store owner we come across always dicks?
Wow.
Is this just a storefront? What do you have going on in here?
Silver bar out of my pack as I turn around and be like, all right,
Whoa.
as they say in the human empire, fuck you, buddy.
He doesn't say anything as you
Pretty
leave, but,
sure that's racist.
he kind of just looks at probably a little disappointment as you exit.
I mean, frankly, I like your place. It reminds me of home.
So did we just get like 2 clay pens and a piece of paper from this place?
3. The ink well as well.
Awesome.
And tetanus.
I walk the fuck out.
All right. What do you guys do?
Fuck this place. We're gonna burn it down. Fuck
Dude, I was
renovating it.
seriously thinking about catching like a little fire. I'm not even joking.
I'm
Listen,
leaving a
when
terrible
your family's
review on
important
Yelp.
and stuff, don't bother renovating this side of the docks. We'll tear it down and make a parking garage for horses.
It's called a stable, sir.
right, yeah.
Josh, can I on our way out, can I cast prestidigitation and just make some really loud fireworks inside?
Sure. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so
Well,
you're
they can't
loud.
they can't be very loud because it's like a cantrip, but they're
Yeah, but
inside
you
the store.
hear some
loud.
booms and pops, and you hear cursing coming from the inside of the shop.
Oh, I wonder what his problem was.
I don't know.
Well, we going, lads. And lasses,
Actually,
smart, forgive me.
So I was thinking about that last night while I slept not enough. We should probably start with the nearest sewer entrance to the warehouse we attacked last night.
Well, so have we decided that we're going to keep the silver bars on us?
Do you guys want to sell them or have my family hold on to them?
I'm selling
is
mine
there,
because I'm a fucking wizard, so I
yeah.
can't do jack shit with metal.
Okay, so there are 15 bars. We each guaranteed get 2, and then there's 3 that can be considered party fund.
I'm part of a noble family, so I don't really care about the extra.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd just prefer to find somebody like
Nobles
super
really
local
don't-
that we can just like go and just like exchange it real quick.
All right, so you want to sell yours, you want to sell yours.
Yeah, which we don't have to do it right now. I'm just saying I don't plan on making a sword out of it because I would be killing myself doing that.
Dan, what do you want to do?
I want to make my own silver.
So you want to keep both?
Josh, is there a like pay by day like vault in like PO box sort of type thing where like
Storage
in
unit?
certain- Yeah, basically having like that one treasure chest that you have a lock and key for that no one else can get into and it's in public place. Basically like PO boxes for people's storage.
So
I mean,
storage
you guys
Like a
could find-
bank for WoW,
You guys could find a bank where you could, like, that would have like a safe box where they wouldn't question what you're putting in there. It doesn't have to be money.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they're not going to ask like, where'd you get all this silver?
No, if you went to the
exclamation?
right bank and showed enough money to the establishment, they'd take you. And only nice banks have like what you're looking.
Yeah.
How far away would that be, considering we're not probably in the right ward?
You guys are definitely not in the right ward. Take you a while to get through the city, even if you took like a coach.
I mean, at that
you
point,
guys
might
know
as well go to the Simon's family.
Well, at this point, I'm thinking I'll just keep my 2 bricks in my backpack while we're in the sewer. It's only 20 pounds.
So my only question, everybody write on their sheet 2 silver bars. My only question is, who has the party fund?
I mean, I have fucking, 11 of those silver bars?
No.
No,
Or
I think we're both
9.
now.
Hold
2, 4,
his,
6,
Malin,
8, 10,
hold
12.
hers. It's only
Yeah.
20 pounds of silver. It's easy enough to hold on to each of us individually. I just want to know who's physically writing the party fund.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not the idiot.
How much were the silver bars? You said 75 each, you think? Josh?
I'm gonna write, no, it's 50 gold each, and I'm going to write down party fund stuff. Everybody keep track of your own personal things, and if you need things from the party fund, just let me know so I can subtract them from my character sheet.
Alright, so 150 to the party fund.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to write it in as silver bars. That way, if anybody needs them, we can use that. And then I'm just going to say I sold my bars because I don't want to hold on to bars.
Silver bar. 2. Weight 10. Well, I guess I'm still. So hang on. It's 2 each with the 3 over. Should I still be carrying the extra 3? I guess since I'm the strongest.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So I have 5 on me.
All right, and once you guys are done with that, let me get some investigation checks to see how long it takes you guys find a sewer back towards where the warehouse was that might be leading you in the right direction.
15.
All right, let's see what I got.
10.
Investigation, you said?
That is what he said, Dan.
That would be a 15.
Yeah. Jenny, are you muted if you said something?
Hold on.
Holding. And by the way, I didn't destroy the skin on my drum. I just kind of took it off because it's it's gets pulled taut and then tied. So
It was sealed on with heat.
I got a 10.
So between your group's rolls, some of you guys had really good rolls there. It doesn't take you too long. As you're searching around the warehouse looking for a manhole, you see one that has a yellow circle with 10 equidistant spokes that come out of it.
What? What does that mean?
Equidistant.
Yes,
does that
thank
mean?
you.
It means they're equally spaced from
okay.
each other.
I got you.
Let me get an investigation, history check.
I'm grading it. Oh, I fucking crushed it.
Yeah, I got a 23.
All right. Yeah, especially you, Admir, living in the city. This is the symbol of the Xanthar Guild. This is the manhole we need to go in.
Let's do it, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna lift the manhole.
All right. Yeah, no problem for you at all.
Keep it back straight.
It would have been a little heavy for a few others, but for you, it's not an issue. You lift up the manhole. All of you slide in there. It's dark. Does anyone not have dark vision?
I do not.
I think Rafran's the only one.
Yep.
I cast dancing lights around myself.
Okay, so that illuminates everything. And you guys are
so
able
much
to...
for the element of spread.
So as you get
We're in a
down there,
sewer.
like a putrid stream flows through the sewer. You guys are in just ankle deep sewage right now, and it leads in two directions where you have entered. In one direction, you see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall. Again, a palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating from it with an arrow pointing in that direction. As you guys trek on in that direction through the sewers, it is incredibly dark, and without the dancing lights rack, you would have an incredibly difficult time seeing. Also, as you push on, the stench gets worse and worse. The sewage actually gets deeper, and at some points, you're probably like shin deep in just sewage. Yep. After an hour or so of following through the tunnels, you come to a three-way intersection with a ladder that leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. On one of these pathways is that same familiar marking leading down there with an arrow. And as you look back towards the right and you scan the other pathways, floating near that ladder is a grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks. It opens its mouth and bears large teeth out of its maw, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
A grapefruit-sized being.
Oh, fuck yeah, natural 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's, okay. Not bad. Not bad. I like that.
$21.
21.
Sorry, mine was actually 18. I calculated wrong. I can't do the math.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. You probably should be a teacher, though, huh?
I'm a music teacher. I count to 4 on a daily basis. Shut the hell up.
Nice. I actually didn't know you were a music teacher, though. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
For elementary schoolers?
Yeah, K through 5.
Go, go, ka-choo!
I remember my elementary school music teacher.
I don't.
She hated us.
Aww.
Mine died of cancer.
She was like a
Miss
a
Pat.
very stuffy, like 40-year smoker, sounding like.
Oh God.
All right,
I live
guys,
in
we're gonna
Boca
watch this
Raton.
animal
Yeah, she would
So-
sit at the piano and start playing.
Rack, you're up first. This creature floats in front of you, hasn't done anything yet, but stares at you with this open mouth and stalks.
Do we kill it?
Can we discern what this creature is?
I mean, I know what it is, but does my character?
Right, I don't know.
No, none of you would really know what this is.
No.
No, I'm not
Anybody
thinking-
trained in Arcana would get a chance at least.
I'm trained in Arcana.
I'm not trained in
I'll
Arcana.
get Admir can and Ronan can make a roll for it.
On Arcana?
Yep.
17.
8.
This appears to be some kind of offshoot, like a smaller size beholder, which all of you would know what that is.
And beholders are evil, right?
Pretty much all of them, yeah.
And this one
Skadoosh.
is aggressive.
So what are you doing, Rack?
I literally asked my party, "Oh, we kill it? Do I kill it?"
Yes.
I think so.
All right. How far away from it am I?
Right now, I'd say you're about 45. Yeah, 45 feet. It was kind of hiding. It was kind of
Okay.
difficult to see.
So I'm going to move the 30, dash the remaining distance, and use Goring Rush.
Okay, roll a hit.
No, your dash is your action.
You
Yeah.
don't understand. Immediately after you use the dash action on your turn and move it at least 20 feet, you can make one melee attack with your horns as a bonus action.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's your bonus action.
Yeah. It's crazy how those work.
Fancy.
Don't be a bitch.
So what do I use for that even? The strength mod for
Oh
striking?
my god! Wouldn't
What,
you
21?
use your strength to gore something?
21?
21. Yeah, 21 hit.
Fucking
And
dick.
it's, 1d6, I think?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh my
1d6.
God.
For max damage, 9 damage.
Nice. So you charge forwards towards this floating creature. You lower your head, and one of the horns impales it as you kind of like push it and slam it into the wall as it like lets out a large scream. And as you pull back from it, this like greenish ooze soaks from this wound that is like literally the size of your horn. And you did some serious damage to this creature that was definitely not ready.
Hell yeah. I guess that's it.
All right, Balin, you're up.
Does anybody know Speak with Dead? Because we're definitely not getting what it's protecting now.
Okay, so I hit it with Toll the Dead.
All right, what's your spell save? It's a wisdom save, right? Yeah. What's your spell save?
By the way, how do you find out what saving throws you're proficient in? Or, like, how do you get those?
It tells you on your class.
You're a wizard, so intelligence and wisdom.
Okay.
You're a wizard, Harry.
All right, so
I'm a
after
what?
Rack has gored this creature into the side of this wall and pulls back, Balin quickly steps forwards and raises her hand as this glowing, like, celestial bell forms and rings incredibly loudly. And the creature, you see, it looks like it's almost suffering a stroke as like blood vessels form in its eyes and it turns red, and the eye actually explodes outwards just completely. And like Rack, you're standing in front of it, so like eyepieces get on you, and like green ooze like shoots all over your face.
Yummy.
And then it didn't even get to attack, and you guys killed it.
Money shot.
Two goes, and that was the end of the gazer. All right.
We beat the game, guys. Good job.
Yeah, that was anticlimactic. That is shitty roll.
You guys remember that one time we fought a dragon and he said, "Oh, look, I got my breath back."
Yeah, right.
Every time.
All right. So.
And then he got killed by a bunch of snowballs.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Who was the one that cast that?
Ekmo Chell.
Okay, so what do you guys?
That was it.
Eddie.
We're looking around for yellow arrows or what.
Yes. So are you guys going to continue down the path? What do you?
I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Oh, by the way, when we saw that guy, he was like off like a tunnel to our right, right? Like there was a fork in the road per se.
It was so we actually came up to a 3-way fork and a ladder.
And the ladder
One
was
of
in the
the-
middle of that 3-way.
Yeah, exactly. The ladder's in the middle. The path farthest to the left is the one that has these Xanthar Guild symbol, and then the other two are unmarked, and it was kind of just floating in the middle around the ladder.
Okay, just in case, I'm gonna use prestidigitation and make a mark on the wall where we came on the tunnel we came from. It lasts for an hour.
Okay, so yeah, you make a mark on the wall that will definitely be easily noticed.
And then we follow the whichever. Only one of them had the yellow circle on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll follow that one.
Okay, so as you guys push down a little farther, you're probably in sewage that is roughly. Let's get some music.
So
Roughly
just a bunch of
1
people
foot.
farting.
Yep. 1 foot deep in water, deep in like the sewage water, and the main tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of slits that are cut into the walls that are directly across from each other. 2 passages continue on to the north and south, and a stone door is set into the back wall with a ledge that's directly to the west. And if you guys hold on a second, I have a map for you.
No, I refuse to hold on. You should be prepared.
So this tunnel is incredibly narrow as well. Let me make sure everyone can see a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know why, but just see an elf walking down that tunnel like that.
So, yeah.
You sit on a throne of lies!
I'll push you guys into this circular area where you are. You guys kind of just like take up this whole little circle tunnel. So down to the south is where you see this door over here. And then 2 pathways go to the north and south. What do you guys do?
I mean, is that bad guy right next to me bad?
You didn't see him. Shut up.
You mean that one?
No, but I'm assuming there's another one I can't see.
Yeah, well, the fucking walls aren't great. What are you guys doing?
We're following the silver or the yellow circles still. I'm assuming.
I'm the
Yeah, well,
main shield.
those were 2 slits. And those are the 2 slits that I was talking about that you can barely like see through.
Oh yeah.
So if you peered into them, we'll say you had peered into those slits, and you're able to see a goblin through each slit. It is currently sleeping through each one. Just on the ground. There's no sewage in those rooms from what you can see. They're dimly lit by a torch on the wall. It just looks like brick, like flooring, sort of like concrete slabs, almost.
You get advantage on sleeping targets, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess, is it kind of like whoever peered into those slits? How are we doing this?
You guys could just say like you peered into it and kind of like spread the word. Hey, I see a sleeping goblin. In that room. You can't move through that. It's just a little like a slit that you could like fit like you could shoot an arrow through. Like you couldn't pass.
It's a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could I shoot a firebolt through it?
You could try.
I suggest that we leave the sleeping
Yeah.
enemies where they lie.
Probably, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know about you, but I would scream if I was woken up with flames.
Not if you die in the first hit.
Yeah, you would die burning alive, screaming.
And I don't think I could
Arrow
do enough
that.
damage to kill a goblin in one hit unless I was fortunate.
So what are y'all doing? You've got pathways that lead to the north and south, and this doorway over here, and a doorway it appears down here. You came from the east, from this pathway down here.
Are there still yellow signs down like the north or south?
No more yellow signs.
Can I do a perception check down the north tunnel to see if I hear anything?
Sure.
Besides just running.
Go for it.
Oh, it's not good. Take a 12.
At 12, you're not hearing anything, just silence, except for the sounds of just the sewage, the normal sounds that you've heard passing through these tunnels.
I'd like to do an investigation check to check for any signs of high travel over the doorways.
What do you mean, like, oh, like, trap, like, okay, yeah, go for it.
It's an 8. I don't see anything.
You can tell, like, there's footsteps over here by this doorway, like it's traversed. You can't really gather anything else other than that, because it's like wet sewage down here, and then it's kind of like dryish a little bit up here. You can see like steps from like the raw sewage that lead into that doorway. I mean, anyone could see that, but you can't gather anything from the steps.
What are we doing here? I'm getting bored.
North?
Yeah, we have no markings. Between Admir and I, we'll be able to put down 6 marks to indicate the correct direction.
Well,
Okay,
what about that door right there?
I don't see one from here.
You
guys had a doorway right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to... Okay. We're going south then.
Oh, we ain't got to go there. I'm just saying, we're looking for something and there's a door.
Right.
That's true. We should kick it open and check inside.
The door's actually open.
Alright. So I'm going to step through.
Okay. You step through. You can keep moving. I'm going to move you just a little bit here. As you move down, it looks like there's a closed door in front of you now there.
I want to try to open it.
And it opens without an issue. It's dimly lit. There's a few torches that have just kept everything lit around here. 1 second. There you go. Yeah. As you push forward a little bit more, you can actually see where that sleeping goblin is now. Not doing anything. 1 second.
Hey guys, I see the sleeping goblin.
Yeah, it looks like there's like some like hay on the ground that he's sleeping on. There's a few rusty weapons around him, but it doesn't look like there's anything of value in there. And it just looks like this is like the goblin's watch post, because where they could maybe ambush someone that entered into that circular room, but he's...
I got an idea. Just hear me out. It's going to sound real bad, but I know what goblins is like, right? So, what we could do is... I could get down there, hold his mouth closed, and we could just kill him, and he won't make no sound.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's sleeping, we could all theoretically get an attack off before the round would even start, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or is it just one person?
That's what I'm saying, except I'm not trying to metagame.
Yeah, I mean, if you restrain him while he's asleep, you would have advantage on the attack to restrain. And he'd have disadvantage because he's prone against your strength. So that could work. If you want to just, like, hold him down and stab him in the same motion. Probably get an auto crit since he's restrained, asleep, and surprised.
I mean, I'm just saying, I got a warhammer and I'm a big guy, so odds are his head's gonna pop like a really shitty lollipop.
I'm down because I don't want him bamboozling us on our way back.
Yep.
All right.
Or
we don't want
then
them
we don't
following
want.
us.
We don't want him following us, but we'd also have to hide the body. Is there anywhere we could kind of see that we could, like, maybe could hide the body a little bit?
Is there enough hay to hide
Put
it
it
under?
in the drum.
Oh my god. Is there enough hay to hide it under?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is there enough hay?
Not really. It looks like the hay, honestly, is just for show. He's sleeping on the floor.
just turn his back to the window so that they can't see and they have to actually go investigate.
Yeah, and then if anything, we can put some hay on his head so it looks like his hair.
Yeah.
Because
No.
his head's gonna be crushed.
Why don't we just try to make it look like he's sleeping after we're done with him and hope that nobody inspects his body too closely?
Elaborate plan to kill one goblin.
Yep. And the doors are like
Okay, and
open.
while you guys are still like discussing this, I literally just go over and like grab him, like my whole hand covering his head.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's sleeping, so he can't fight back. You walk over and you grab his head, and as soon as you grab his head, he'll like the eyes shoot open in panic, and you're holding him down. What are you doing? Like, what's going on with?
Go back to sleep, boy. And I'm gonna hit him with my warhammer.
Okay.
Like just on the head.
All right. What did you get?
You
You have advantage on this.
Okay. Can't hurt. Okay. So 16.
16 hits.
It's a 1d8. Ooh. 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get blah 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 blah? We'll make it a crit.
I
Yeah, let's
go
make.
for precision strike.
Okay, you're gonna hit him also.
I can do a sneak attack.
This has to be done.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm going to open, like, chop him, like, straight down on the fucking windpipe.
Okay. So, you're holding him
16.
down, Rack. Yeah, that hits. And you come down with your warhammer right onto like the solo, like his chest, the soloplex like area, and you feel like the ribs crack. Like blood is actually like almost pushed, like it just shoots blood out everywhere as you come down. Blood like shoots like into your hand where you were covering his mouth because he like spits up the blood as you come down, and then oh my gosh, and then literally Dagon comes down with this like chop right to the throat, and you just completely, where there would have been a scream from the pain, is just immediately silenced as this blow just completely collapses his throat, like the windpipe all just completely collapses under the hit, and he is motionless and super dead.
Sweet. I'm gonna rub his blood between my two hands and do this.
And now you are covered in gross goblin blood.
Ew.
Gross.
Yeah.
Balin gives you an eye of like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because the horns didn't give it away.
All right, so that goblin is dead. What are you guys doing?
Right, so turn him over so he's facing the wall, looking like he's asleep.
Okay, so
And
now there's
let's keep going, huh?
got it. You turn him over.
Lay the hay around where the blood splattered out, so it just looks like he's a messy sleeper.
Yeah, it looks like there's a sleeping goblin in his own blood. All right. You guys continue to push forwards. If the group is all here, we've got everyone right there. I'll push you forwards a little bit through this little gap right here. I think everyone's in that room now. Perfect. As you come into here, this room has like 6 tattered, just straw stuffed mattresses. You don't see anything of value, no foot lockers or anything. It just looks like people slept in here and that was it. But what you can hear is a lot of commotion coming from the room directly to the east. It sounds like just something's like items are being dragged along the floor, like pushed and shoved, and you hear like grunting, and you hear someone yell, "Help me get this over here!" And that's what's going on.
In what language?
Common.
Weird. Can I stealth and scout?
Sure. So you push up forwards, and there's a door right in front of you there, right here. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna stealth and see. Well, I'm gonna perception check through the closed door first. Can I make out, besides the sounds that we already heard, can I make out maybe like a number count of individual noises and get maybe an estimate of how many people are in?
Sure, make a
Describe
perception.
the voice.
Does the voice have like a human tone, or is it more like orcish and guttural, or elvish and fragrant?
Is it nasally?
Make a
Insight.
history check, actually.
I wrote this shit down. You don't even remember this fucking shit.
Wow. I'm being so rude. Anyway, I got a 12.
A 12. You're listening, and that voice sounds familiar, actually. That's the guy who was jumping Yagra in the bar. That's whose voice.
Oh, I did tell him to run and die another day. I guess that's today.
This is all your fault. Should just let us kill him.
What? Who wasn't gonna? What? That's not part of the opening scenario. Shut up.
No,
That's
it was
not
a
my-
bar fight.
What are you guys doing?
I go back to my companions and I tell them who I think that voice belongs to, and that we may have cultists to deal with.
All right, let's get you on then. And I start moving towards the door.
I'll be
Okay.
right behind.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna stealth.
Okay.
He's gonna like just try to hide.
Roll stealth.
It's a 15.
Okay, so you're pretty well hidden right now. What are the rest of you guys doing?
So did we get an idea of how many people were in there?
He never did that perception check. If you want to do it now.
Oh, I thought that was the whole thing. I'm sorry. That was. Oh yeah, that was history. And no, I got a 12 on perception.
Okay, a 12.
No, that was history. I'm sorry. Perception's lower. It's only.
Say again.
Say that again.
I got an 8 on perception. It was worse.
Yeah, you're not really able to discern numbers from in there.
If I was level 2, I could cast invisibility, maybe.
All right, so what's going on? What are you guys doing?
Well, if nobody else is doing anything, I'm kicking the door in.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna follow right behind him with a
make
bow.
a strength check.
Okay.
That would be so awkward if you just bang on the door but nothing happens.
Happens in
Bam.
SWAT.
Oh yeah, no, that's a 19.
19. So you rear. One sec.
Shield and Warhammer in hand, BT dubs.
So you rear back. You kick the door straight in, and it flies off the hinges. One sec. Let me remove that. And looking in on the other side is a gray dwarf with a battle. What's he got in his hand? With a war pick in one hand with some javelins onto his back, and Krentz from the bar. Immediately, the Duragar sees you and charges for you, charges towards you, yelling in your direction as Krentz looks like he readies a light crossbow in your direction, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay. Oh my god, again, I love it. Natural 20. Hell yeah. Beautiful.
15.
It's a thing of
Give me
beauty.
1 second.
Strong rolls tonight so far.
Might have been weak until now. I have an 18 initiative.
Yeah, mine's been pretty weak too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 25 to 20.
We all wrote it down. If you
21.
want to look,
This is just here for me.
but okay, no problem.
20 to 15.
19.
15.
All right, anything lower than 15, you don't get to go this game.
14 to 10.
12.
All right, Rack, you're at the top of the order. What are you doing?
All right, let me get a better situational awareness here. Okay. So, I'm going to. Let me just double check something real quick.
Triple check it, Dan.
Okay. I'm going to step forward here.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the Durgar.
All right, make your attack.
19
19 hits.
for 1d8. Oh, outstanding. Okay. That's 4 damage. And I will also be using Hammering Horns.
Okay, what's that do?
He needs to make a strength save for 13.
He failed.
Alright, so he gets pushed back 10 feet.
You push him back, and he actually bumps into Krentz and falls prone as this happens. So he doesn't move back 10 feet because he can't really go back like into Krentz there. Mm-hmm. So you push him into Krentz, and Krentz shoves him forward, and he's actually just knocked prone from this because he has nowhere else.
Cool.
All right.
I'm going to say, well. If it isn't little cunts or whatever your name is.
He kind of looks at you, and there's a little bit of fear in his eyes.
So I'm assuming I can't see this yet, but there's only 2 guys in there.
You definitely heard that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be. That's
you
it.
Can't see it yet. Yeah. Dagon, you're up.
Yes. Okay, so I move in, and it's all like fucking SWAT style. Like, he kicks the door in, charges in, smashes that dude, and then I come running in, bow already drawn, and I lay an arrow in that dude, like staying right behind this Minotaur dude the whole time.
So you're shooting at the Durgar or Krentz?
Yeah, Durgar.
The Durgar is prone, and you're using a ranged attack.
Oh, if it's prone, then I'm gonna shoot the guy with the crossbow. I'm not gonna knowingly give myself disadvantage. But since I'm shooting the guy with the crossbow, I do want to say, today must be that day to die.
Nice. All right.
And I shoot him.
And we come full circle.
Right, full circle. 15?
15 hits.
Yes.
Max damage.
Minimum damage.
Hey, me too. High five.
Right, high five. Bad rolls. 4 piercing.
4 piercing as you
arrow.
Tell him today is that day, and you release the arrow, and it pierces through his armor, and he kind of like crunches over to the side as it hits him like in the rib cage, and he shrieks in pain, and kind of pulls the arrow out of his chest. Did some damage though. That hurt.
I've already knocked another arrow as I end my turn.
All right, so you're knocked, ready to go. Rack is standing there. Durgar is on the ground. That brings us to the Durgar. The Durgar pulls himself back to his... And the immediate threat right now is Rack. So he... All of a sudden, the Durgar looks like he pulls himself to his feet, and his muscles start to swell. The veins start to pop out of his arms, and he actually starts to grow and get taller. And all of a sudden, what was a already stout-looking dwarf is now ripped, like rippling muscles, like veins bulging from his arms, and he looks pissed the fuck off.
That's a first edition thing, by the way. Durgars can enlarge themselves.
Where did that go?
I'm grinning menacingly at him.
And then it goes and he makes an attack right at you, Ash, swinging with his war pick. Jesus Christ. I can't fucking roll
If
shit.
it's less than a 16, he misses.
Yeah. And he swings and all this build up and he comes down with the war pick, and just from this bloodlust and anger, he swings and you're able to just move quickly out of the way as the war pick misses. I'm pretty sure he gets a second attack though.
I'd prefer to block it if I can.
With his hand. He just bitch slaps the war pick.
I know, right?
Just.
It doesn't say that he gets a second attack, so.
No, probably not.
All right. Oh, yeah. So he misses. And that brings us to Krentz, who has his short bow ready and looks at Rack, looks at who just shot him, and shoots at you, Dagon, with his short bow.
Yes.
Short crossbow. Okay, that's better.
Solid crossbow.
That's a 21 to hit.
I have 22.
Yeah.
Unarmored defense, bitch.
Cap dexterity. There we go. That's what I want to see. Plus dex, plus con. Okay.
As it just glances, it hits you right on like the shoulder, and you suffer 3 points of piercing damage. As it wasn't too bad of a hit that struck.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I tried to dodge pretty well. We're gonna keep on doing this bow.
That brings us to Balin. What are you doing?
I go and I walk into the. Yeah, I go and I walk into the room and I cast Toll the Dead.
On with one.
Level 1 spellcasters are always funny.
Which one? Good. Okay.
Both are good because they're both taking damage, so.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
Dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and... Oh, that's a wisdom save, and I remember your DC was 12. Dude, I fucking cannot roll for my goddamn life.
Hey!
Okay, he fails.
Mad about it, bro. Come on.
Go ahead and roll damage. It's on the spell sheet. It tells you, I think it's a 1d12.
Dwarf. Haha.
So again, a radiant bell that you guys have become accustomed to seeing now rings as the blood vessels, some of these bulging veins that had been on this dwarf actually pop. You can physically see them popping because of how big they are as pain hits this dwarf, and he suffers 6 points of necrotic damage, and that hurt.
Ooh, he's so big.
I turned to Balin and just with like scrunched eyebrows, like, what are you doing to them? As I see just
What did you get?
I got an 8.
You don't hear anything coming from the other side.
I got a 10.
You don't hear anything either.
I convey to my allies that there doesn't seem to be any sounds coming from beyond this door.
They were barricading it for some reason. They were obviously scared. Well, they're dead now. But they were.
You didn't hear anything either, and would assume that there's nothing directly behind that door.
I'm using my insight to discern that they're trying to barricade this door for.
Maybe that doesn't take much of an insight.
That's why I'm not rolling.
Can I do like a survival check to see if I can hear or smell anything like
It's perception?
Whatever, like beyond the door? Or some sort of check?
You could try. You could try a survival check to see if you can like peer under the door maybe and see something.
That's a perception. Survival's more like building.
Yeah, that would be perception.
Okay, so no better. I got a 10.
Yeah, you're not really getting any. You guys can't really discern anything from just this closed door. You don't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't know why there's all this stuff on the door. There ain't nothing behind it.
That's what I think. I'm gonna begin moving stuff away from this door.
Okay, you start moving stuff away from the door. You're pulling everything away from the door, or just like one or two things?
I mean, I'm gonna move everything away from the door because I intend to go inside.
All right, so you manage to move all of the furniture from the door. Yeah, the door is the only thing standing there now.
It's locked?
It's not. You going in?
With my new short sword in hand, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Readying a reaction to attack anything that may lunge out at me.
Give me 1 minute.
And I'm still hiding behind Rock Baron.
Okay, 40. Got 1, and it weighs 45. What was the other thing? A war pick, right. I think that does the same damage, yeah.
Okay, so you said you were entering?
I'm just kind of swinging the door open with a ready to attack.
So you push the door open, and you see like a hole in the ground. And you see like just a few puddles of like ooze and water laying on the ground. And in one of the puddles of ooze, there are like small bones.
Can I do a nature check?
Sure. And you're still on the other side of the door, right? You kind of just swung it open and looking.
Right.
Yep. Go for it.
Come on. 10.
Nothing is really sticking out to you here. Those bones look like they're probably goblin bones.
What do you see?
I say, upon immediate glance, the coast.
You broke up.
Upon immediate glance, the coast is clear.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I wonder what they were trying to hide.
There's a big hole in the ground.
That
might be what's below.
I want to look through the other door.
Okay, so this bottom door you're looking through?
Yeah.
Okay. It just looks like dimly lit when you push it open. And there's a hallway that turns to the right.
Alright, there's a hallway over here. It turns to the right. I guess is south. I guess that would be.
Oh, yeah, this door is open.
I thought that's the one that he was talking about.
That is.
Yeah, it's just funny because it immediately popped up like visible.
So, were you guys done in the room at the top? What were you doing up?
You said there was a small pile of bones in what? Like in a puddle?
Yeah. Well, there's a few puddles of like water, just like oozy shit on the ground, and in one of the piles of one of the puddles, there's some goblin bones. It looks like.
I'd like to take a look at those bones. Do I see any like cut marks in them indicating a blade, or are they shattered? Maybe a bludgeoning object.
So as
maybe how they died.
You approach. So you're going into the room. Is what you're saying?
But wait, did Dagon step in, or he just opened the door and looked in and said, "There's bones"?
Yeah, you swung open the door and said there was bones. Like he looked around, no one's gone into the room or anything. They're just like, hey, there's a pit in the ground, there's some ooze, and there's.
Sure, I'll go take a look at the bones by picking them up.
All right.
Picking them up.
You enter the room, and as you approach the bones, 1 second. The ooze quickly pulls itself into a form and rises up, and it's just a lotness, grayish ooze. Now has like just this almost, it's not like a solid form, but it's now pulled itself up into some kind of like almost creature, just like this, just a slob of ooze now has pulled itself up in front of you and swings like this its form towards you. I can't roll well. That's the 9 to hit.
Oh, thank God.
Does it miss?
I go, that wasn't a puddle! And I try to get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay. So it swings, and you're able to just quickly pull back. Is like you could actually, like as it goes by, you could smell the like acid of this creature as it swings towards you, and now everyone needs.
I guess you said initiative.
I scream, "What are your secrets?"
Yeah, initiative.
Oh.
5.
I done jinxed myself.
Okay, 25. Anyone have higher than a 20?
Does anyone have higher than a 12?
20 to 15. Wow. 15 to 10. No one has a 15 to 10.
Yeah, Ronan's got a 12.
Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized my mic was muted. I had 21. Sorry.
Okay.
Simon has 12, it looks like.
I mean, it's fitting
All
that I
right.
have the lowest. I'm the furthest away.
Let's do 10 to 5.
I got an 8.
5.
I have a 4.
Who had the 5?
Daggett.
Dagon.
Dagon or Dagon?
I think it's Dagon, but Rack just calls me Dagon.
Who had a 4?
Rack.
All right, Admir, you're up. This ooze just kind of like made this attack, and you heard him yell, "That's not ooze!" Or "That's not a puddle."
Yeah, if I go over to this tile here, would I be able to shoot around Simon? Ronan?
You could certainly try.
Try.
Just don't roll a 1, please.
Yeah, just don't roll a 1.
Alright, I'm going to cast Firebolt on it then.
Alright, roll attack.
Rolls a 1.
Not much better. A 9.
9 hits.
I'm pretty sure they have a very low DC, just the high.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 4, but obviously I've got a, oh, nice. A 9 damage.
All right, yeah. So you just release it, and the fire like eats through portion of the acid as it just like completely disappears, and physically the ooze looks smaller after that.
Okay, and then I'm gonna back right up to here.
Nice.
And I'm
Okay. These have fire aversion?
Huh?
These have fire aversion?
Aversion? That mean resistant to it, you're saying?
No. Vulnerability?
They have a fear of fire.
Yeah, aversion.
Not that it says. Oh, but they do have a resistance to fire. Thanks for pointing that out.
Oh. Oh, I thought these were Oblex spawns. Never mind. Those have a fear of fire. These are not Oblex spawns.
So that's half
actually,
damage.
What did you do?
9.
9. Okay, so it is 5. Okay, that brings us to
The only time I get a 9 on a firebolt.
Dagon.
Did you say the thing or me?
Dagon. Dagon.
Why is Dagon? Why is
I have a 5.
Oh, you had a 5? Oh, what were? Oh, yeah. Then maybe I did that wrong. Sorry. Then it was Ronan.
Okay. Well, shit. That looks like a brick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's the stuff on the brick. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I'll do frostbite. Con save. 13 is the number to beat.
Okay.
Does that?
The 15.
Damn.
Yes.
I really needed that to work because now I'm gonna walk away.
All right. It gets an attack of opportunity as you attempt to move.
Yep.
Oh my god. Well, I rolled a 3, so you're able to quickly move out of the way as it swipes. That brings us to Malwin.
Sorry.
You're fine.
You should be.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, there's no one in base contact with it. God damn it.
You could bonus action hide first.
I can't. I'm not level 2.
Oh.
That's level 2. All right, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Shoot it with the bow, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Make your attack.
That's a 9 to hit.
9 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, sweet. 8 damage.
All right. 8 damage. 1 second. I think these things have resistance to non-magical damage. Nope, it doesn't. Not this one. Okay, so you said 8 damage?
Yep.
All right, so as you strike, the arrow sinks in, and some of the ooze is kind of just like repelled away from it as you strike it, and it's looking visibly smaller and pretty jacked. All right. Anything else?
That's that's the end of my.
All right, Balin.
A ring. I used Toll of Dead.
Ring. Odetta phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your wisdom? It's a -5 wisdom.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it
let's
failed.
just say it failed.
Jeepers.
Natural 20.
It's worked before. Oh.
Save. Here's
Oh, okay.
I lost 5 on my roll. All right, 5 points. Again, she raises, same thing. You guys are all used to seeing eyes shoot out. No eyes this time, no. As the bell clocks, the ooze shakes, like vibrates, and this radiant energy strikes it, and the ooze it looks like it's struggling to hold its form together now. That brings us to Dagon now.
Okay, I'm gonna pull 2 darts and throw them both.
All right, attack.
I enjoy that band.
First one's 18. Second one's 18.
They both hit.
Hang on, looking for a D4. There's one. First attack is 7 piercing. Second attack is 4 piercing.
Yeah, so as you throw both, the ooze is just not able to maintain its form as it kind of just like loses all any form of consistency and just splatters. All right. And as you guys are doing that, you start to hear, I don't know anything, I swear, I don't know, you've got the wrong guy. Echoes coming from the hallway of the other door that you guys had opened as yells, like audible pain and anguish.
Oh, I used my movement to run in that direction.
What the rest of
Same.
you guys doing?
1, 2,
Same.
3, 4, 5.
Got 1 second. Hold. Hold.
Should I move my character down there? So 30 feet. It's my turn.
Yeah, you guys can move. You don't. You can. You're not restricted by movement right now.
I love seeing the elf go out of nowhere.
As you all push down this hallway, it quickly dips down and then raises back up, and you enter into a large, looks like meeting area. Curtains hang on the east wall of this long hall, and in the middle is a muscular half-orc in dingy robes with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red hair, wavy reddish blonde hair. The orc's hand is engulfed in some kind of arcane flames, and his victim is, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about any stone, as the orc cuts his sentence off and pushes a little harder down on his chest. Seated on a platform on the southern edge of this room is this nightmarish looking figure who's wearing black robes and has large white eyes with a purple skin. 4 tentacles go around its maw with these like almost like vicious looking teeth coming out of it, and sitting on its lap looks like this disembodied brain the size of a dog with 4 legs.
God damn it.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, that's better, I guess. Wait.
19.
1 second, I have a few initiative to roll.
At least I'm not at the bottom of the order this time. God damn it. Yeah, guys, I just want you to know I'm sorry that you're going to have to fight me.
What? What do you mean?
You'll see. Don't worry.
Just resist the intellect devourer with
Yeah.
all of your.
With my 8 intelligence.
Yeah, well, you know, the dice control everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you roll a natural 20, it don't matter, you know? You can be the dumbest dummy in the world.
You're right. But I'd be kind of upset if I don't get mind controlled, honestly, because that's totally just unrealistic.
I'm just saying, if an intellect devourer takes control of your mind, your character is dead. It ate your brain. You're now under complete control of the DM, and the only way of bringing you back is through the means of a wish.
Don't they have like a mind control other than that?
The intellect devourer eats your brain. That's the little dog-like
No, yeah, I know.
brain on the ground. The other one, yeah, it just enthralls you. So
What's
yeah,
the
you
big
can
one right there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That looks like an Illithari.
Yeah, that's definitely Illithid.
All right, let's get 25 to 20.
None.
Ulithari, I think, is the really strong mind controlling ones. Yeah.
Carissa had a 21, right?
No, I have a 19.
19. Did anyone have higher than a 19?
No.
Negative Ghost Rider.
All right, let me get that 18, 15.
16.
Let me get 15 to 10.
Rackburn and Adamir both have 14.
Dagon's got a 12.
Did anyone not say theirs?
Balin got 8.
Yep. All right. So, as you guys burst into this room, you see this grotesque-looking creature with the tentacles places the disembodied-looking brain dog onto the ground,
Frog.
and then quickly moves. And as it is moving, you can tell that it looks like it has feet from under its robes. It's just gliding across the ground, and it pushes. 1 second.
What's this Floon, Blagmar, and the Grum's hair thing?
Floon is the guy we're looking for.
Who's the guy we want?
True.
The other guy is probably the orc he was described.
Grum's hair.
Pushes open these 2 large doors and makes its way into the room, disappearing.
Thank fuck.
What are... Okay, that brings us...
What's your dexterity, Alex?
Malin?
My overall or my modifier?
Mod.
3.
Okay.
Is Carissa there?
Yeah, she should
Yeah,
be.
I'm right here.
Oh, you're up.
Okay. So I assume Flume is
Is what?
Floon, is he restrained?
Currently, yeah, he's the orc has his foot on Floon's chest and looks up at you guys as you all burst into the room, and this tentacle creature exits the room.
Leaving the little brain dog.
I'm going to ready an action for when one of my allies is adjacent to him, so that I'll have a better chance of dealing with.
Okay, so you ready in action, you hold. That brings us to Ronan.
All right. Just to make sure I know, that little brain dog thing is within line of sight, right? Like it's no obstruction.
Yep, line of...
Okay.
Hey, Jem, you're on camera, by the way. I don't even know what you're doing.
I wasn't looking, so.
She was like doing something with her nose.
I'm going to stick to my guns, which have failed me so far, and cast roll.
Alright, and it's a save.
Con save.
It ain't gonna save shit!
The only thing I can save to, it's an 18 on the dice.
God damn it!
I'm done.
Motherfucker!
Alright, that brings us to Rack.
Your mom's a hoe.
For sure.
Wow.
Let's see.
Did
Hang
you
on.
yell that
That's...
or like?
No.
Whoever do that, your mom's a And you guys see
Okay,
the
so
meme?
I'm gonna step right here. So,
Okay.
go ahead, Malwyn.
Sweet.
Take one for the team. I like it.
Actually, hang on. I'm gonna be on this side. JK.
Okay.
Okay, it's...
Sorry, my browser crashed.
I don't think I got it. I got a 15 on the dice. Or, I'm sorry, I got a 15.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, shit, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Motherfucker.
It's,
This song is very appropriate
8.
right now.
Damn.
8 damage. As you pull back and release the bow, this half-orc had his attention was on Rack, and he looks to the side as this arrow sinks through his ribs, and it submerges itself halfway, found a spot right in between them. Just a lucky shot as he kind of pulls over just in immense pain. He's just wearing robes. He's not like wearing any real kind of armor. And like blood just starts to pour out immediately of the wound, and he like coughs and blood starts to like come out of his mouth, and he's real jacked up after that.
Cool.
I rage.
All right.
Thank you, Barbie.
Gonna try to non-lethally hit here with 15.
A non-lethal, okay.
Yeah. For 9 non-lethal damage.
What were you using?
What am I using? Warhammer.
Okay, so you come in and you hit him. How did you? Right on the. You like kind of turn the warhammer to the side with the like you grab it towards like the middle of the handle, and you catch him with just like not the heavy side, but like the handle, like at the very end. Yeah, and you like catch him in the side, like right in the temple, and he just goes down like a sack of bricks, knocked completely unconscious.
Cool.
All right.
And what else can I do? Nothing really, I guess.
All right, Admir, you're up.
Yeah. Guess I'll go ahead. And
take sorry, I rage.
You rage.
I'm raging.
I guess I'll throw a little piece of fire at the brain dog. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hit.
6 to damage.
6 damage. You release this firebolt and it strikes the brain dog. As it like moves in pain. It doesn't actually make any noise, but you can see that you've heard it and like burned off some of its brain cells. Looks jacked up. That hurt it.
And I'm going to stay where I am right now.
Gotcha. That brings us to Dagon.
Yeah, that brain thing's dangerous looking. I'm gonna throw 2 darts at that as well.
All right.
17 and 15.
What does it?
Fuck it up.
Seven and 6, 13 piercing.
Hey,
nice. As you throw.
You're muted.
As you throw both darts, both sink into like just the brain tissue, and you see like this clear like ooze coming out and just like pouring from this brain creature as it looks like it's barely standing.
Uh-oh.
1 second, and that brings us to
Zip brain. The same plan as every night, Pinky.
First, it comes up to you, Rack, and makes a swipe at with its front claws, swiping at you. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 points of slashing damage.
I'm raged, so I'm resisted.
Gotcha. Resistant. So you take 4 then?
5.
5 as it slashes down across you, and your thick hide is able to absorb most of it. It doesn't really do too much damage. You then feel a sharp pain in your head, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
14.
14. You're able to barely fight it back. It takes everything you have, and you shrug off. This pain.
Smartest idiot in the room.
All right, and that brings us to Baylin. You're so lucky that was gonna fuck your day up.
I'd like to rage. because I'm listening to my brutal ass fucking deathcore. That's why.
Josh, was that literally an Ulatharid?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that was an illithid. A mind bender.
No,
if you
no,
will.
not an illithid. Ulatharids are like jacked up, super psychic ass motherfucking illithids.
God.
I don't know. I could Rack, I could heal you if you feel like you need it. Otherwise,
I mean, I'm 33% low, but this thing definitely needs to die. So the healing
Yeah.
can always happen in downtime.
Okay, yeah. Then, big surprise here. I'm gonna go up to the brain dog and toll the dead.
Ring,
All
ring,
right.
ring, 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 ring.
Ring,
Told
ring,
that
ring,
up
motherfucker!
phone.
I don't think I've saved on one of these. Go ahead and roll your 1d.
Josh's dice are biased.
Yeah. No, she didn't kill it this time. Again, the bell strikes, and just like you see parts of this creature just kind of like melt away almost from this pain, and what like this clear like brain ooze is just pouring out of it, and it looks like it's got nothing left.
That's nasty.
Oh,
And
that's
you already
nasty.
knocked him out. Malwin,
Okay, I need to move into positions. Never mind. I can see just fine. I just had to move my map. All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
shoot away.
15 to hit.
You don't even have to roll damage as you pull back with the arrow, and it strikes into the side of it, and it just immediately goes limp as like the whole arrow just submerges itself into the brain tissue, and yeah,
It's
goes
fucking dead, bitch.
completely limp, falls on the ground, its legs just give out, dead.
Sweet.
Josh, I go back in the previous room and get my 2 darts from the ooze body, and then I come back in here and get my 2 darts from the brains body.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. We can either stop here or we can do the RP.
Stop here, I think, because
Yeah,
Eddie said he needed to
stop.
go at 10:30.
All right. Well, that is where
Yeah.
we will leave it. You have fought off those enemies fairly easy.
Oh,
is there
before we
any
leave.
narration you want to give us for Floon, though? Because he's here and that other guy's unconscious.
If there was any what?
We can knock
Narration.
that out next game.
Yeah, I was
First thing.
bringing that up.
Okay.
Props.
But just for the sake of it, like, Floon's conscious,
Yeah.
right?
He barely holding himself together.
It seemed like he was being
all bloody.
interrogated.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Jenna. That'd be the first person you'd want to heal is Floon.
By the way,
he
I
just got
wanted
up too
to.
hard, but yeah.
I wanted to turn to Balin and be like, "See, that's what you call a non-lethal hit."
I'll let her know.
Cool.
Word.
I'm sorry. I'm cutting it so short.
No, you're good, dude.
Oh, no
No, man.
problemo. Well, we can
I got
plan
an
for-
exam tomorrow anyway, so.
I think our next session will be the 1st.
Okay. Cool.
Tentatively set. I'm gonna be moving, so we'll see what happens. But we're set for the
Oh
first.
wow, that suddenly, huh?
We'll see. I have no idea. I don't have a start date yet.
Okay.
So
Well, if we can discuss it in the group chat, but if we want to play my game in the interim, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm super down for that because I want to keep playing my other character too.
So, just so you know, if we start playing on the 1st, I will miss that I worked the 1st, which means I worked the 15th, and so on and so on.
Oh, I thought you had. So do you have the 22nd off?
I worked the 15th of this month, so I'm.
Oh, I looked at the calendar wrong. Sorry. Yeah, I looked at it wrong. So the 22nd's next. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's like 3 weeks away, isn't it? Which I mean,
Yeah,
I understand
no.
like if we're all moving and stuff, or well, not all
No,
of us.
yeah, it's the 22nd. My bad. No,
Alright, good.
22nd.
Word.
Okay. We'll
Yeah,
see. 22nd then.
22nd.
But
Well,
either
that
way,
is-
if you guys
that is
want to play my
2 weeks
game
away.
in the interim, you know, we'll discuss it and figure it out.
This I want to do.
Sounds good to me.
Man. All right, guys. I'll
Especially
talk
the
to you later.
finger.
Yeah, I'm heading out. See you guys. Fun
Good
session.
times. Peace.
See ya.
Sounds like somebody's cutting their nails.
That was me.
Caught you.
You did. Sure did. Ah, man, that was. I really enjoyed playing this character. He's a lovable idiot. That's also very fucking scary.
That's funny. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Yeah. But anyways, man.
Alright, dude. Peace.